New season, new drops, same energy. This is 7 p.m. post game coming to y'all Wednesday nights right after the games. We'll tap in on what's happening around the league, react to what went down the night before, and hit on the topics that are bubbling across the NBA.
The topic of load management is back in the headlines after Michael Jordan spoke on it last night. MJ basically said he doesn't believe in it. If you're healthy enough to play, you play. Simple as that. We've heard this conversation for so many years now, but it hits different coming from number 23, Melo. Does what MJ say still apply in today's game?
It does. When you talk about the overall idea of just load management, the idea of it is to preserve, right? Is to make sure that athletes is healthy, make sure that they are taking care of their bodies, making sure that they are prepared and ready to go out there and perform at a high level. For so long, it's been, guys getting hurt, guys getting injured, fans talking, communities talking, this person, that. It's just a lot of conversation around who should not sit out, who should sit out.
Right.
I think we have to kind of split this up a little bit. You talk about guys who you need it. Like it's a bucket of guys who need the load management, right? Who's battling injuries or maybe older in their career, who you have to take your time with, right? To get them going, to get them healthy, to get them in the groove. Then you have this bucket of just, I don't want to play. Like, that, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's the part.
And we're gonna say, he's personal reasons, or like, if you can play. Right. If you hurt, sit your ass out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you got an ankle injury and you could try to play and you want to try to play, that's on you to go try to play. Now, what you're doing is, and here's where the science come in at. What you're doing is, you going to play on that hurt ankle can create something else. Yeah. It's a domino effect. So we want to prevent that by resting that ankle and not putting you on that ankle. Whereas before, you heard what MJ said, my ankle hurt, fuck that. I got to go. I'm tying my shit up. I still got to play. I got to prove myself. That thought process of having to prove yourself when you hurt today, it's out the window. I used to go through that shit my own self. Man, fuck that. Nobody is telling me I'm not playing. I had 2 torn shoulders. Knee, never had surgery until after, just a cleaning and all that stuff. But playing through this because I'm built from a different cloth. I want to play. I want to go out. Nobody's telling me I can't play. Shoulder torn, knees. I'm going to play.
All right, let me play a little devil's advocate here for the
of course.
MJ detractors. One can make the argument that Michael Jordan didn't have to chase a Steph Curry around for 48 minutes where he's going.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Why not?
I don't like, because there were guys that played like that back in the day. Reggie Miller played like that.
But shooting the volume of shots from
Mark
the outside,
Price played like that.
Well, Mark Price and Reggie Miller didn't shoot the amount of threes.
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying those guys. We talking about, and that's the problem. We trying to put 2 different eras into one. Like, let's separate the eras. Back then, what he said was when he played, I had to prove myself. I wanted to go play. You wasn't telling me to sit out. It wasn't no analytics back then. It wasn't no science, sports science back then. It was sports science was unheard of back then. Now we have this sports science kind of fad of what's going on out here because guys are getting hurt. Guys, we want to know why guys are getting hurt. So we could prevent the injury by load management, then let's do it. I'm all for that. But there's certain guys who need it, and there's certain guys who can just go out there and play.
All right, how much of the onus goes on front office, coaches on one hand who are like, okay, his ankle's a little messed up. He can't run the offense that I want him to run because he's not as fast as I want him to run. Or in the front office where I'm like, I just paid this man $250 million. If he goes out and messes up his ankle even more against, disrespect to them, like
I agree,
the Wizards or something that. Like, that's not. Where's the onus coming from the people who aren't on the court, the coaches and the front office guys?
A lot of times, the front office don't have shit to do with it. You talking about the medical staff. You talking about team doctors who are around the players all day, every day, who's working on the ankles or working on the injury. Like, this is what we talking. You know, those are the people who should be communicating.
Right.
Like, the front office, what they gonna come and tell me? You ain't playing tonight because of what? The team doctors just gave us this information, and the only thing they looking at is numbers. Oh, you work too hard, or you peaked at this. Like, that's how they operate.
Yeah.
But when you talk about getting to the bottom of this load management, it's no getting to the bottom of it. It is what it is. Like, it's onus on us as players. Well, as the players, as athletes, to understand your body, take care of your body, do what you got to do to be able to go out there and perform. Now, if you're doing all of those things, you still can't go perform, then sit out. That's not load management, though. That's not load management.
That's you
load management is
you played yesterday.
I played yesterday. I'm not playing today.
You're not playing tomorrow.
Because I played yesterday.
Yeah.
That's load management. You look at the week and say, hey, we got 4 games this week. Yo, we're not gonna play game 3 of this week. It's like, that's load management. That's a whole nother, that's a different type of conversation.
So at what point does this come into the program? The toughness, the hardness. When does it come to, like, all right, are you just not tough enough to play all 82 games, mentally or physically? At what point does that come into play, where it's like, okay, we're going to sit you on this 3rd game of this?
It's not even, I don't even think they preach. I don't even think, and I don't know this.
Okay.
I don't even think they preach playing 82 games anymore.
Right.
I don't even think that's the conversation. Like, playing 82 games. That's not the conversation no more. They coming in and say, how many games we going to sit you out? Like, that's load management. Yeah. You look at the schedule and they say, all right, look, we got to run the game from December to January. We got a ton of games. We traveling, boom, boom. Look, we going to plug and play.
Okay.
We going to play you here. We going to sit you out there. I just don't like when the players is taking it on their own to just say, I ain't playing. Like, I ain't playing tonight. I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play that game. That's different.
All right. So personally, what's your preference? Do you prefer, or do you rather see a load managed, I'm not playing this game, or minutes restriction where you're like, I'm only playing 25 minutes? Like,
I want to play. If I could play, and you're telling me I'm only going to go play, you only going to play 22 minutes a night. Right. For what?
Yeah.
I'd rather not play.
Look what the Sixers happened yesterday, right? Like, Joel Embiid only played, like 25 minutes?
Which is great. He needs it.
He needs it.
This is what he needs it.
And they won the game.
He needs it.
And they won the game. So there's definitely been certain situations where, like, a player could only play 20, 25 minutes. He's your best player.
He needs it.
And the doctor is saying, like, you can't send him back out there for the last minute.
You got to go with the doctor. You got to go with what the doctor, but you also got to go with what you believe too, like what you feel, because only you know your body. Your doctor is looking at it from a holistic point of view and saying, hey, this is fucked up, and boom, boom. But now the doctor don't know how you feel. So I have to go along with the doctor to say, yeah, you know what, doc, I don't feel like this, to go out there and play. Joel's situation, that should be load management.
He's been through a lot.
That should be load management. Alonzo Ball should be load management, right? Kawhi. Like, Karl Anthony Towns should be on load management just because of body type and you know what I mean? Like, the amount of pressure that he puts out there on the court and the amount of pounding, and like, certain guys need load management because their bodies can't sustain that, because you're not preparing your body to sustain that.
Yeah.
So it's a gift and a curse. You load manage, but then you're not getting the right proper work to prepare for what needs to be done.
How about this? One thing I want to throw at you. MJ saying it definitely hits different because Jordan didn't just, he mentioned how much it meant to him to, prove that guy sitting at the upper deck
Bro,
wrong.
let me just give you a stat. I want to cut you off.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me just give you a stat. Michael Jordan, 11 out of 14 years, played 80 games. 11 out of 14 years. Insane. I don't give a fuck who I'm chasing around, who I'm not chasing around. 11 out of 14 years, 80 games.
Right.
Now, if you tell me that motherfucker want to talk about load management, he don't want to hear about no load management.
Right. But I think
now, if you ask somebody like a T-Mac,
okay,
he's going to have a different perspective on load management because of his body and what he been through and the injuries that he dealt with, right? So it's different perspectives. Like I said, it's two buckets. It's the bucket. It's the Joel type of bucket. It's that T-Mac type of bucket. We call it the T-Mac bucket for that,
okay.
right? The D-Rose type of bucket where you're injured and you want to make sure that we get the best out of you.
When they need you.
When we need you.
Yeah.
We're going to work with you to figure out what's the plan for this season. That's one. But the ones where motherfuckers just coming in and just like, yo, man, I'm tired, man. You know, we gonna rest him because, like, nah, man, fuck that.
All right, so one thing I wanted to throw out there with MJ is that we always talk about people wearing the white hat.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan had the biggest white hat of white hats. Like,
Yes.
he wasn't just wearing it for the Bulls. He was wearing it for the entire league. And I don't know him personally, obviously. But do you think that the load that MJ had in sort of carrying the league and being the face of the league also played into the fact that he took so much pride in playing every single game to make sure every fan saw him and saw the game?
That plays a part, but boy, this ain't like it was 1 year, 2 years.
Yeah.
We said 11 years of playing 80 games. Dang, that's an obligation. I'm sure he felt obligated, a responsibility as the face of basketball. You know what I mean? But still, I still got to go out there and play. I still got to go out there and do it. I still got to love the game to go out there and do it. I just think we losing a lot of the love for the game, and we complacent. We complacent.
Man, well, MJ, keep giving us some things to talk about every single week on NBC.
Nah, it's dope. And what I'm going to say is we're going to wrap this up after this, but you get a chance to see and hear and listen and get some insights on just like a mindset, another mindset. Forever we hear everybody else's mindset. We fell in love with Kobe's mindset. You get what I'm saying? The Mamba mentality, which is why we love him, and which is, we fell in love with that, right? We got a chance to experience the Mamba mentality and him talk about the Mamba mentality. We never got that experience of MJ's talking about his mentality. It was always other people talking about how tough he was and how he locked in and competitive. But
now we get to see it.
Now you get to hear it coming from him of what it was like playing in that flu game.
Yeah.
What it was like to carry the league with that responsibility. I read something the other day with Ja, like, man, I never want to be the face of the league. Nobody wants to be the face of the league. Let me just tell you that. That's nobody wants to be the face of the league.
It's bestowed upon you.
It's given to you. Because if you're doing what you're doing and everything is flowing the way it's supposed to be flowing, you naturally going to become the face of the league, right?
Yep.
You got to earn being the face of the league, bro. This ain't this face. No, you got to earn being the fucking face of the league. The face of the league don't change every 2 years, bro.
They don't hand it out. They don't award a new one every year.
We done seen faces of the league, and there's been some bad motherfuckers that come through this league.
Yeah.
And we know who the faces of the league. We talking about going back to Jerry West and Wilt and all of those guys, like Magic, Bird, Dr. J. Like, you know how many players was around that time? Great players that wasn't the face of the league.
Plenty of them.
Then you got MJ coming in, Isaiah, like you got all of these guys. Isaiah was arguably one of the greatest point guards of all time. Never was the face of the league. We know who the faces of the leagues are.
Yeah.
So we got to stop giving people these titles.
It's not something you can be given.
It can't be given. And you can't force it upon people who don't want it, who don't understand the obligations that come with being the face of the league, which is why someone like a LeBron is a great face of the league, because he understands the obligation of being the face of the league.